Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull moment in crypto and finance. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, yes, I'm coming to you live. Welcome to everybody. I see all of your comments, so welcome. Yes, there is just chaos in the markets at the moment. There is a massive merger and takeover taking place as we speak in Switzerland, in Zurich, with Credit Suisse and UBS. Hopefully that deal goes through because, guys, that is going to be chaos if that does not go through. And also, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lot happening with Ripple and XRP. Some pretty crazy Bitcoin price predictions are coming out in the last couple of nights, basically going to crazy high figures of $1 million plus. So we're going to go through everything. Let's get straight into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification as well, because as you can see right here, I love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along this incredible journey. Things are just getting freaking wild in this space, literally. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, it would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a good old thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys absolutely rock. Also, a little disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. I do not want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and investing in general. All right. So please be careful out there. Do your own research and due diligence. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the formalities are out of the way. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Yes, I'm having some OJ. Here you go. It's a good morning drink. Oh, I'm loving the orange juice these days. Yeah. All right. So I see all your comments. There is so much happening out there. I've been literally on my phone all day. All right. From the moment I woke up this morning till now at nearly 9:30 p.m., I've been waiting for an update with Credit Suisse and this UBS takeover. There has been some heavy negotiations taking place in Zurich in Switzerland right now, which is just insane. This is going to be absolutely enormous for the financial world, including crypto. This is going to have a massive ripple effect, all right? Because again, this potentially could be the Lehman Brothers collapse of 2023, which is not good for the financial world. It's good for crypto, because I am a crypto investor, but I'm also a stock investor as well. And yes, I do invest into some Credit Suisse investment products. But anyway, we're going to go through everything, so make sure you stick around to the end of this stream and the video, guys. But anyway, let's have a look here in the community tab, because I love doing this as well. Like, Switzerland is working on using emergency measures to fast track the takeover of UBS and Credit Suisse. And we are witnessing another major consolidation of the big banks. There's a catch. UBS wants about $6 billion in government guarantees for the deal, which is interesting. I've been seeing a lot of stuff out there on the news, media. I've been watching all the finance news, even though like the markets are closed in general, which is really freaking annoying, because I've been relying heavily on internet, meaning like websites and Twitter for updates, really. And just keeping an eye on anything coming out of this mainstream media. But anyway, guys, there's a lot happening out there. We're going to go through it all. Now, in crypto-related stuff as well, these are the altcoins up in my portfolio, which I do post up in the Patreon every single morning when I have my coffee. We had Gala up 16%, which is nice. CFX, again, that's a new position of mine. Illuvium, I'm very bullish on Illuvium. This coin was $1,000 at the peak of the bull market. So I believe it will go back to those levels. And again, I think all play to earn games, and gaming in general is going to be the next sector to moon, as well as the banking coins, given the fact that there is chaos in the financial world at the moment. And there is one coin that I love, and I talk about every day in this channel. It's XRP, and Ripple is going to be providing liquidity, which a lot of these banks at the moment do not have because of rising interest rates. They just have had major losses globally. It's insane. Anyway, Sandbox as well, 9.36, and UFO 8.24% as well. Very, very nice. Now, again, Coinbase An XRP could be relisting. I don't know, but there's some interesting stuff about that. We're going to go through it. So let's get into all of that. And before I do that, let's go to Coinspot. This is where I personally buy my cryptos in Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a referral link below. Please feel free to use that. You will get $10 in Bitcoin. Of course, do your own research and due diligence. And all the prices you see here are in Australian dollars, and everything else is set to US dollars because I'm catering for everybody around the world. All right, now I'm going to have a quick look at the prices, but Bitcoin's sitting down 1.55% today to $40,705. It's still up, which is insane. And again, there's been some pretty crazy price predictions for Bitcoin in the next 90 days, which I'm sure literally everyone around the world has been seeing this. All right, we're going to get to that in a moment, but 40,000 still holding nicely above that number, which is good. You've got Ethereum at $2,700. You've got XRP at 58 cents, up in the green, which is nice. 58 cents, gem, absolute gem, guys. It really is. Now, of course, Cardano as well, 52 cents. A lot of people love it. A lot of people hate it. I don't know. I like it anyway. I'm not anything. I just like the project and what it's doing, and I think it is going to have a massive part in the future anyway. 52 cents as well. You've got Matic at $1.80, Doge is 11 cents, Solana's at $32. You've got Polkadot at $9 as well. Shiba Inu, there's a lot occurring with that. The burn rate is increasing like crazy. It's down 3.39% again. Keep those comments coming in, guys. I am looking at them on my other screen, so I'll get to them at the end of the all of the insane content that's coming up. But Chainlink is at $10 as well. We have XLM at 13 cents. You've got Hedera at 9 cents as well. VeChain at 3 cents, still boring as F, but I'm still bullish on the project. ICP is $8.21. You've got Quant, $200, flat, even, nice. We've got ALGO at 33 cents as well. Keep scrolling down. You've got Axie Infinity slightly up today to $13. I'm still bullish on that. CFX down 9.41%. Could be a good buying opportunity if you're wanting to trade that, because again, I think tomorrow or come Tuesday, all of these coins will be back up in the green. This is what happens on a Sunday evening or anyway, because I mean, everyone's enjoying themselves. It's the weekend, so there you go. We've got some other favorites of mine. Of course, we have IOTA, which is down here at 33 cents. AGIX, I do have a bot set up in that, which is doing quite nicely as well. Now, this is what I don't understand. FTT token, like FTX token, why the hell would anyone buy that? Why? I don't even know why that's listed on exchange. That should just literally be pulled off on all exchanges. This is just like FOMO, traders just FOMOing into it, basically, and a lot of professional traders would be shorting that. Because a lot of younger people, obviously, or just people in general, I think it's great, I'm going to buy it. No, it's going to short, and people are going to make money on the shorting position. So anyway, we also have XDC up 2.17%, which is nice, at 5 cents, which is great. And let's go down here. Casper's at 5 cents as well. And SSV was one I was looking at. That's relatively new on Coinspot anyway, but $60. We'll see where that one goes. But anyway, let's go to Crypto Bubbles. And yes, guys, before I do, I've got the Wall Street Bull Patreon linked below. I put up all my buys, my sells, my trades, my crypto trading bots, which are doing insane as well. And again, all the news, which I post up here before I go live on air. And more importantly, my dividend investments. Again, I just put up an insane post as well. Very, very bullish on dividend paying stocks because it provides passive income. So it's really nice. And I love talking with everyone in there directly. It's so much better than Discord. I can speak to people one-on-one in there. It's awesome. Discord is too chaotic and there's like 14,000 people asking questions. But anyway, go join up below. Insane. I'm not selling any BS courses or anything like that, guys. It's literally just me posting up what I'm doing to make money, and you guys can do whatever you wish with that information. Not financial advice. All right, let's go to Crypto Bubbles, ladies and gentlemen. It is a sea of red. And again, interestingly, there's Lunk up as well, which is 1.7%. I'm still holding my Lunar Classic. I don't know where that's going to go. And again, Do Kwon, who knows? But again, will it reach up to those $100 levels again? USD, I don't know. We'll see where that goes, but it's still in my portfolio. We've got FTT as well. Absolute disaster. Stay the hell away from FTX. Anything to do with Sam Bankman-Fried, stay the way from him. Anything related to that bloke, anything at all. Can't stand him. He's an absolute devil. Get away from him. Moving on, we have CFX as well. This is a new position of mine I put in the portfolio last week. It's still up 136% on the week and 203% on the month, which is insane at 38 cents. Now, we'll see where that one goes. And let's try and find Quant. Here we go. Now, that's E-Dash. No, I'm not interested in that. Quant. Look at this. Still up 11.2% on the week, down to 0.9% on the day, trading at 131 US dollars. This has been the absolute bane of my existence with crypto. I wish I had to pick some up when it was down at these levels back in 2022 right there. I think it was about 61, 62 USD. So $80 Australian, so there you go. So I'm still up on my investment. I wish I had bought more. Let me know in the comments below if you are still dollar cost averaging into Quant. I'm curious to know if people are buying it, loading up their positions. We've got XLM as well, 1.5% down on the day. We've got on the week 8.9. XLM to me basically moves in sync with Ripple. And I should say XRP, not Ripple, but because they're two different things. But XLM and XRP move basically the same. They're basically forks of each other, correct? Yeah, I know. Moving on, guys, let's go to the news because there is a lot happening here. And I'm going to have a sip of OJ. I highly recommend orange juice as well, by the way. I'm not a fan of pulp. I like it without it. So much better. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you like OJ. That's hilarious. Okay, so we've got Credit Suisse. This is enormous, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely huge. This is a systemically important bank in the world, and I'm going to get to that in a minute, but this is too big to fail. It really is. And I don't want to see another global financial crisis because that's going to affect a lot of mums, dads, families, people, businesses, everything. It's going to be chaos. But the fate of Credit Suisse could be decided in the next 24 hours. That was yesterday. Now we are Sunday the 19th. It can be decided, but the fate of Credit Suisse could be decided in the next 24 hours after a torrid week of Switzerland's second biggest bank. And local media reported that the Swiss cabinet had gathered for a crisis meetings at 5 p.m. local time in Zurich Saturday to discuss the ailing bank's future as reports swirled around a possible takeover by the biggest Swiss rival UBS. And a spokesperson for the Swiss Finance Ministry declined to comment. But investors and customers pulled their money out of the Credit Suisse over the past several days as turmoil swept the global banking industry following the collapse of two US lenders right now. And obviously, that's Silicon Valley Bank. And there's actually three of them, which is absolutely wild. But anyway, so this is all occurring as well. And yes, why this must get done. But global markets can't afford for the takeover talks between UBS and stricken Swiss rival Credit Suisse to fail. Which again, there obviously are all sorts of risks involved with the mutant takeover of Credit Suisse by UBS. The risks that more skeletons emerge from Credit Suisse's cupboard, which there's quite a bit if you don't know. And obviously the risk merging the two intense rivals with very different cultures. It's crazy to think that they are going to be buying out one of their rivals, and they're obviously, I've seen so many interviews today, they're weighing up those options, whether or not they're going to do it, I don't know, but it's going to have a massive impact around the world. And yes, UBS controls $1 trillion in assets. It is enormous. UBS is huge, a bank that has been around for a very long time and is absolutely enormous. And yes, my dog Gucci is going parabolic. She's running amok right now. So I do apologize. This is what happens when you go live on freaking TV. Sorry about the noise, guys, if she goes absolutely mental. But anyway, they're basically seeking $9 million in government guarantees for Credit Suisse right here, the takeover, which is a lot of money. And look at this, guys. In costs, if they were to buy Credit Suisse, a person with a knowledge of talks says that the two sides race to hammer together a deal. And basically to restore confidence of the ailing Swiss bank. And the 167-year-old Credit Suisse is the biggest name in Ensnard right here in the turmoil unleashed by the collapse of US lenders, Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank, in the past week, spurring obviously a rout in banking stocks, promoting authorities to rush out to extraordinary measures to keep the banks afloat. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of money in legal costs, putting all these deals together, the documents, so we'll keep an eye on this very closely. Any moment now, we could see an announcement, a press conference by the Swiss government about this. But anyway, basically, they were on the edge of a collapse, which again, systemic risk is huge. Absolutely enormous. And I just want to point out there is a global list of systemically important banks. And I know this is not really crypto related, but it's very important because, again, this is all having an impact on the banking coins and the way things are going to be moving forward with crypto. It really is. But In 2022, a list of globalist systemic banks, G-SIBs, is based on the end of 2021 data and assessment and methodology designed by the Basel Committee and Banking Service, which revised in 2018. The revised methodology is applied for the first time this year. And if you go down to this list, there is a list right here. It's fsb.org. These are the most important banks on the face of the planet. You've got Agricultural Bank of China, you've got Bank of America, Bank of China, Bank of New York, or BNY Mellon should say. You've got Barclays, BNP Paribas right here. Credit Suisse is on this list. You've got Goldman Sachs. You've got JP Morgan Chase right here. HSBC, ING. What else have we got here? Some other ones. Morgan Stanley, Royal Bank of Canada. You've got Santander right here. Keeps moving down. You've got Standard Chartered, you've got UBS, UniCredit, and Wells Fargo. These are enormous institutions. Okay, it's absolutely enormous. So keep an eye in the media tonight. I think there's going to be a massive announcement coming out which will affect global financial markets, including crypto as well. Could send crypto and Bitcoin absolutely soaring, which is doing quite well at the moment anyway. But moving on to crypto-related stuff. Would you have Ripple joins forces with blockchain founders fund to supercharge Web3 adoption right now? XRP struggles to rally. Again, it's not going to be struggling. It's been the same price for months because of this, I should say, a very long time because of this stupid lawsuit that Gary Gensler has imposed on the XRP army, which is really annoying. But anyway, Ripple has grown to a reputable blockchain cross-border payment company with its RippleNet and on-demand liquidity programs used worldwide. And again, they've made partnerships here for Web3. But look at this. A blockchain and payment crypto company has announced the strategic investments in a Singapore-based venture capital fund dubbed Blockchain Founders Fund. The strategic investment in blockchain founders is reportedly meant to help early Web3 startups worldwide accelerate blockchain technology. And according to the announcement, the funding by Ripple will be used by BFF to support high-potential early-stage companies that are building the infrastructure and products to decentralized finance. And notably, Blockchain Founders Fund is backed by over 100 Web3-focused companies, including industry leaders, investors, family offices, and leading financial institutions. There you go. Just one little small thing which Ripple are doing, which is really nice as well. And they're still doing this whilst being sued by the US government, which is insane. And moving on, obviously we have XRP making a comeback to Coinbase. Here's what you need to know. This could happen. It could happen. And it should already be relisted back on Coinbase. I don't know why the hell they'd have delisted it when, again, you've had so many people. I mean, I should say the New York Attorney General basically saying Ethereum is a security. Why haven't they pulled off Ethereum? I wonder why. Corruption, ladies and gentlemen. Having some OJ. Now, Coinbase, the largest US-based crypto exchange, may have given the XRP community one of the biggest reasons to cheer, which is interesting. But in an interview with Thinking Crypto host Tony Edward, Coinbase chief legal officer Paul Gruel hinted that the exchange might relist XRP if the verdict in the 2-year-long Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit comes in the former's favor. I am very eager, which is interesting, as anyone else, to see the court rules. What I can say, as soon as we have the ruling, we will put our processes to see if we need to revisit our listing decision. Why take it off in the first place, you absolute gooses? Anyway, however, the CLO added the conditions for the same will depend on the basis for the ruling, the judge's legal reasoning, and Coinbase's assessment on whether or not it appeals. The court will uphold the decision. So the appeals court will uphold the decision. And Coinbase announced that the delisting of XRP from the exchange in December 2020, soon after the US Securities Exchange Commission filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs over claims the token was a security. It's not a freaking security. But anyway, we are still awaiting summary judgment as well in the XRP case with the SEC. That is, I think we're coming very close to that. Judge Torres only puts very small amounts of stuff out. I mean, it's a huge case. So, again, I'm sticking to what James K. Filan has said at the end of March. Anyway, that's the 31st, and we're at the 19th. So we're only a couple of weeks away. We'll see what happens. But, I find that when these things come out with Ripple in the case anyway, that they are basically towards the end of the week. So Fridays, Saturdays even here in Australia, because we're a day ahead. So, it'd be Saturday morning, we may see something come out. But notably, the controversial case is moving towards conclusion, as the verdict is speculated to come in the first half of 2023. Brad Garlinghouse earlier said that he was confident that Ripple's chances of winning are really good, which is nice. And the verdict could have significant implications for the wider crypto market as well, and the laws governing the status of cryptocurrencies as commodities or securities are still not very clear. And again, CFTC should be ruling over crypto anyway instead of Gary Gensler. But there were early signs after the XRP US regulators were training their guns on the second largest crypto ecosystem, Ethereum. Recently, the New York State Attorney General, Letitia James, is that how you say it? Apologies. Filed a lawsuit against crypto exchange KuCoin for issuing tokens that fit the definition of securities. One of those tokens mentioned is in the lawsuit was Ethereum. So again, I just want to point out, why has Coinbase not delisted Ethereum? Why hasn't why have other exchanges in the United States not delisted Ethereum based on this? Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm very curious about that. Have some Mojo. Anyway, it's actually really good. Anyway, guys, we have UBS again, $1.1 trillion USD, which is just mental. That is of 2022. And you have Credit Suisse. Their total assets are 531.4 billion Swiss francs, which is just insane. That's a lot of money as well, guys. But anyway, this is getting scary as well. You've got SVB analysis shows more than 186 US banks might still collapse. I don't know what the US government is proposing to do here, but I mean, that is a lot of banks, and this will have a ripple effect around the world. So there's obviously a major problem here, guys, but the banks that collapsed recently faced diverse challenges that affected their operations. For instance, Silvergate faced multiple regulatory actions due to its dealings with bankrupt FTX. Thank you, Sam Bankman-Fried, you absolute clown. Its founder, again, and sister company Alameda Research, it also cited in the 2020 bearish market as part of the challenges that made it insolvent. On the other hand, right here, Silicon Valley Bank failed due to many losses in its operations and other factors, and Signature Bank also faced challenges it couldn't handle, leading to state intervention. And apart from these three banks, economists have discovered more than 186 banks in the United States are already positioned to crash. Whoa. And again, economists discover more banks set to collapse, which is terrible. Revealed up to 190 banks in the United States are already on the brink of the crash. Analyzing the failed Silicon Valley Bank right here, the analysts discovered that 10% of US banks currently have more unrecognized losses than SVB, which is huge. And they also discovered that SVB capitalization is higher than 10% of existing banks. However, SVB kept more share of uninsured funding since only 1% of banks had uninsured leverage. So the losses of uninsured leverage were enough to cause the uninsured depositors run that pulled SVB down. There's chaos in the financial markets at the moment. I must say that there are incredible buying opportunities. I really do believe that. But again, that's just really risky at the moment. So you need absolute balls of steel to do this kind of stuff. But anyway, it's true. You do, because you don't know which way it's going to go, really. And I hope we don't see another a collapse of a bank, because it's not good. I just want to see crypto move in slowly and steadily. But anyway, we have the former Coinbase CTO makes a $2 million bet on Bitcoin's performance. This is no BS, but forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I do apologize. But we have Balaji. Is that how you say Balaji? Anyway, has predicted that Bitcoin will reach $1 million within 90 days due to hyperinflation in the United States. And the former Coinbase chief tech officer right here has made a millionaire bet on Bitcoin's price over the next 90 days, predicting the crypto will reach $1 million by June 17th. That's very specific. And the wager was initiated on March 17th. You can see by March 17th, when synonymous Twitter user James Medlock offered to bet anyone $1 million the United States would not experience hyperinflation. A few hours later, the former Coinbase executive accepted that bet. They've got a lot of money to play around, guys. They really do. But look at this. But here is the remaining references, as Twitter has a limit on the number of links. I am moving $2 million in USDC for the bet, and I will do it with Medlock and one other person sufficient to prove the point. See my next tweet. He actually locked it in a smart contract, I believe. And CZ actually said, do you want me to hold those funds and lock them up? Crazy. But under the proposed terms, if Bitcoin price fails to reach $1 million by June 17th, Medlock will win $1 million worth of the dollar-pegged stablecoin USDC, which obviously depegged not long ago, but and one Bitcoin in the same way if Bitcoin is worth at least $1 million by the date. And then this obviously Balage, whatever you want to call his name, but can keep the one Bitcoin and the $1 million in USDC. And again, that's just insane right there. So we'll see what happens if it actually does occur in 90 days. If the entire global, economy collapses, maybe it will. Maybe it will, guys. Maybe it will. Now, I'm seeing your comments. Yes, my drawer is actually busted, by the way. So I do apologize about my kitchen drawer there. It is broken. It needs some new tracks. But anyway, there you go. So I've seen those comments. I'm working on it. Chill. Very busy. And obviously, we've got BlackRock right here, which is enormous. Obviously, looking at tokenizing stocks. Now, that would be insane. That'd be great. Absolutely would love to see the tokenization of stocks. I mean, this is the way of the future, guys. But in the annual letter to investors published on March 17th, Larry Fink, the chairman and CEO of BlackRock right here, the world's largest asset manager company, highlighted the exciting developments happening in the digital asset space. And he noted that while Bitcoin has captured much of the media's attention over the past year, there was interesting developments happening beyond the headlines right here. And according to Mr. Fink, in the many emerging markets, such as India, Brazil, and any parts of Africa, there are dramatic advantages of digital payments, of course, and obviously which are bringing down costs and advancing financial inclusion. However, BlackRock CEO suggests that the United States, there is a lag of innovation resulting in higher costs of payments, he said. And again, this is because of Gary Gensler. He needs to go. He seriously needs to go. He's just destroying everything. But asset classes, but the chairman also highlighted the potential of tokenization of asset classes that could drive efficiencies in capital markets, shorten value chains, and improve cost and access for investors. If they do this with stocks, it's going to be absolutely wild. I would love that. Now, those of you basically Shiba fans right there, I'm just in it to make money. That's it. I'm not, anything else. I've just made money on it, which again is crazy. But the Shiba burn rate soars 8,902% as Shiba Army gets rid of 1 billion Shiba. This is dropping every single week at the moment, guys. I mean, it's getting crazy. The supply is dropping. So keep an eye on that. But again, 24 hours, this Shiba Army had made a substantial progress in cutting down the Shiba circulating supply. There you go right here. So you can see 925 million Shiba tokens sending all this crypto to the inferno. Addresses basically getting them burnt. You'll never be able to recover them. So that's crazy right there. And of course, we've got Warren Buffett in contact with President Biden's team on the banking crisis right now. So again, Joe Biden's team basically have no idea how to run the economy, so they have to go and talk to Warren Buffett. Is that just freaking insane? Is that insane? Absolutely insane. So they're basically going to Berkshire Hathaway's Warren Buffett has been in touch with senior officials at the US President Joe Biden's administration in recent days as the regional banking crisis unfolds. And there have been multiple conversations between Mr. Biden's team and Mr. Buffett in the past week, according to the people familiar with the matter, who asked not to be identified because the information was private. And the calls are centered around Mr. Buffett's possibly investing in the US regional banking sector in some way. But the billionaire has also given advice and guidance more broadly of the current turmoil. Again, so basically they're going to Warren Buffett, which is just insane, to get a bailout from him, the US government. I don't know, man. That's just crazy. That's unbelievable. But anyway, let's go to cryptometers.io and see where the money is flying. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look. See where the money has been flowing. We've got, let me wait for this to change. No, Shiba Inu, Bitcoin, Monero, Ethereum name service, which is interesting as well. You've got some other ones here. CFX, again, I do hold that. Ethereum, Aptos, and of course we have Alice right there. I don't know what that one is, but anyway, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to all the news on Twitter. There is a lot happening on here. I'm at the Wall Street Bull Oz. Go follow me on there, guys. And again, when I hit 100,000 subs, I am giving away this bull ring right here. That's very, very bullish for serious bullish investors. There you go. It's real silver, by the way. It's insane. Absolutely love it. Now, again, crunch time for Credit Suisse and UBS as Swiss regulators obviously push to seal the takeover deal. And again, this is happening over a weekend, mind you. This stuff apparently takes like 6 weeks. So there is some serious stuff going on. XRP Captain right here. What happens if it shoots up to $10,000 and basically becomes a stable coin at that level? What would you do? What would you do? And all central banks are using private XRP off for testing in the system before it goes live. Once they are ready, flip the switch. The reason why XRP has a price glitch right here, which again was crazy. And look at Joel Katz, I mean, back in 2017, basically saying that the main limiting factor right now is everyone's having enough confidence in the system. He's going to, obviously to work correctly, and they are willing to flip the switch and let the make large, irreversible payments without intervention right here, which is insane. So that is occurring as well. And a red headline on Bloomberg in the last few minutes right here. Credit Suisse investment bank said key sticking point in talks. And this underscores what I said yesterday. Basically, this is Jim Bianco right here. Keep an eye on this. And again, a source I trust tells me that the Swiss Government Council will hold a press conference about Credit Suisse tomorrow. That's today, again, at 6:30 p.m. Zurich time. So keep an eye on that as well. Yes, there's chaos. My whole feed is UBS. Legendary investor right here places a giant bet on Bitcoin surpassing $1 million in 90 days. If that happens, I'll be doing handstands because that's going to be absolutely wild. And let's go down here. But guys, Warren Buffett, yes, in touch with the US government. Now, I just want to point this out. This was all planned. All of these crypto-backed banks, you know, collapsing were planned. Listen to this to Brian Brooks.
Bank regulators work. I think it's pretty clear there has been a decision across the bank regulatory agencies in this administration that crypto is inherently risky and needs to be extricated from the banking system. The way the bank regulators work is that they are highly coordinated. I mean, when I was running the OCC, I had a weekly call with the FDIC chairman and with the vice chairman of the Fed for bank supervision. We talked every week for an hour and talked about what our priorities were for the coming week, how we could support each other, how our actions would affect the system. So these things are not accidents at all. I'm highly confident of that. I think it's pretty clear.
It wasn't an accident at all. They're literally targeting crypto. They're trying to eradicate crypto from the United States. I honestly, and I mean, I don't know why Gary Gensler has, and the SEC and these regulators have such a, you know, an issue with it. Why? It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'm going to hurry up because this video is getting really long. Signature Bank made numerous music videos, which is just creepy. Go and have a look at it on my Twitter page. It's absolutely mental. You've got gold rising up 9.65% against the US dollar, which is insane. And another bank here is falling further behind the global banking crisis, Deutsche Bank, another European bank as well. Basically, this is devastating. I mean, it's going to cause chaos. I mean, it's good for crypto and these banking coins because, again, all of these cryptos are going to be providing liquidity, which is a massive, massive plus. When your friends come to visit and they see what you're up to nowadays, yeah, that's absolute facts. Everyone dresses up as Batman. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you do. Fear and Greed are sitting at 64 right now. And again, some other interesting stuff. But bankers still like money. Of course they do. Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. Yet look at this. Wall Street analysts were highly recommending to buy the stock, like Jim Cramer. On 19 recommendations since January 13th, where 13 were buys and 6 were holds. Only on March 10th, as the bank collapsed, did 2 analysts say sell the bank. Unbelievable right here. And if you go down here, you can actually see all the analysts. I never listen to these things as well, by the way. I do my own research. That's the main thing. And, of course, we've got the CEO of the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, has warned of additional bank seizures and shutdowns, which is not good. And, of course, we have the White House billionaire, Warren Buffett, basically having a coffee and a cup of tea. It's going to be very interesting right here. What else we got here, guys? Elon Musk tweeting out the banking system is collapsing. Arrest Donald Trump. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is chaos out there at the moment, and I've been seeing a lot about that. I'm not going to get political on this. Now, again, we've got an interesting... I can't remember his name. I do apologize. I think it's Chamath or something like that. I can't remember. Saying some interesting stuff. Have a look at this. Imagine if a bank just stores your money for you, no investing in risky assets right here. Have a listen to this.
Problem. So I don't see how it would be very easy for somebody to create a bank that just stores your money for you without you being charged quite a lot of money, unfortunately. I think that there has to be a different way to solve this problem. And I think that what we did after the great financial crisis was the regulators wrote down all kinds of new rules. But the crazy thing in 2008 were those rules were written on paper. And now we're in 2023 and these rules can be written in software. So I don't see...
Very interesting. And I mean, Fidelity yesterday put out a post, basically, you know, they've launched their Bitcoin trading, but you're not allowed to let go of your You're not even allowed to withdraw your Bitcoin, which is, you know, insane. Anyway, guys, nearly 1 billion Shiba Inu destroyed, pushing the SHIB burn rate to 8,902. But anyway, let's go to CoinMarketCap. And yes, this is the longest stream, nearly 50 minutes. There's just a lot happening at the moment with Credit Suisse and UBS. So again, it's going to have a massive effect. And of course, my portfolio top gain is a next row right here. Luna Classic, Axie Infinity, Luna, XDC, UFO, and XRP, which is nice. And again, where I'm focusing most of my attention, guys, is the banking coins. And of course, we have Ethereum, XRP, ADA, AVAX, Link, XLM, Hedera, Quant, ALGO, IOTA, XDC, Casper, LCX, and again, Alliance Block is pretty much done anyway. But that's it. That's it. Let's have a look at the quick ones in the questions, guys. I want to finish up here and get back watching the news. I'm just waiting for some updates, of course. Let me scroll here, guys. I really enjoy your show. Try not to be too political, you ask. Try not to be too political. You risk annoying 50% of your audience. Apart from that, you're doing well, mate. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I'll never get political. Don't want to do that at all. Let's have a look here, guys. I tried setting up an account on Coinbase, but won't accept a selfie. I have to a beard. Annoying as... Yeah, okay. I don't know. I really haven't used Coinbase for a long time. I've got an account. Let's have a look here, guys. My Oz stocks were up 8% Friday at close, but the US stocks are down 20%. Yes, I know. I definitely know that. Let's have a look here, guys. Some other questions. Albany, Georgia in the house. LCX Coinbase. Really interesting. Let's have a look here, guys. Do you think Luna Classic can be salvaged or is it dead horse? No. Well, I mean, Doquan's not involved with Luna Classic anymore, so we'll see where that goes. I mean, the supply is enormous. That's really the only thing. Let's go here, guys. Balaji's, is it Balaji? Balaji? I can't remember. I can't even pronounce it. Argument and convincing. Look at his Twitter thread. It makes a lot of sense. It may go to $1 million in 90 days. Let's have a look, you guys. Maybe in 5,000 years. Is that right? I don't even know, but hang on. How many XRP's most expensive bottle of wine you've got behind you? I've got a few nice bottles of wine on my shelf right here. I haven't cracked them open just yet. I'm waiting for a special occasion. I've got a really nice bottle up there as well. I just want to wait. Let's have a look here, guys. G'day from Radelaide. How you going? Well, let's go here. I swapped all of my meme coins for banking coins today. Bullish. That's awesome. Love it. Let's have a look here, guys. Possible to invest in the XRP ledger. What do you think of XRP XLM will do Monday? Yeah, the ISO 222 migration is taking place tomorrow. Well, hang on. No, in Australia it's going to be Tuesday. Because again, we're a day ahead, which is really annoying for financial markets. So again, we're a day ahead. So it'll be Tuesday it goes live in Australia. No, in actual fact, I think it's going live on Monday, tomorrow, 20th. Yeah. And the rest of the world will be basically same time Monday morning. So again, I believe this is all taking place over the weekend anyway. So it's going to be very interesting. In terms of price, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see where that goes, ladies and gentlemen. I think they'll be doing quite well. I mean, all of these banking coins will probably get a little bit of a movement here, just based on all the macro news happening out there. So I mean, that tends to move cryptos these days. Look at all the AI tokens. What happened there? It just went crazy. Let's go here, guys. Surprise. Hello from Chicago. Hello. I would love to visit Chicago as well. Surprised your wine not in a climate-controlled fridge. Mate, hate for it to be corked. No, it's all right there. It's definitely okay in those wine racks there. I'm glad everyone's so concerned about my wine. I should go through the wine things. It'd be hilarious. But anyway. Any thoughts on Theta? Yeah, Theta I was very big on back, previous bull market. I did get a decent bag of it. They've got some incredible patents as well, and they are working with creative arts agency as well, I believe, CAA in the United States. Massive, massive company, but incredible patents. So again, I'm very bullish on Theta. I've seen predictions of that going to $1,000 in the next 5 years, so we'll see where that goes. Let's go here, guys. What is UBS Bank? USB? UBS. Did I put USB? No, I put UBS. I've got it right. UBS Bank, one of the biggest banks on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. Literally $1 trillion in assets under management. It's huge in Europe. Absolutely enormous. And ISO 222 won't do anything immediately, but it's really the bricks of the financial house. Yes, You'll start to see structure more quickly and institutional adoption will snowball. It's more than messaging. It is more than messaging. And we know for a fact that Ripple is not only just going after the movement of funds, but also the messages as well. So both. Whereas Swift was just one part of that. Ripple and XRP are moving both. The liquidity, the money, and the actual messaging itself instantaneously, which is insane as well. So definitely. All right, guys. So that is pretty much it. I know it's a long video, 55 minutes. Man, this is breaking records here. And I'm doing this obviously because there's so much news happening at the moment. I've literally got Bloomberg on the TV at the moment because CNBC, all that's on there at the moment is American greed. It's pretty cool to watch. It's interesting, but I would really love basically to see finance news 24/7, but the markets are all closed. Everyone's basically having a weekend off. Last comment here. What do you think of the comment by Biden's Lady of Banking in the United States collapsing? If you haven't discussed yet. If you are referring to Janet Yellen, well, again, I've got my opinions on Janet Yellen, if that's who it is. But I don't know, man. I don't think Joe Biden, to be quite honest, I think he just needs to retire. I mean, I'm not hating on him. Obviously, I know people, support him or whatever, but I don't like getting political on this channel. But I think Janet Yellen is like that little alien in Men in Black that comes out of the dude's head. Anyway, I think she's again. I don't know. I just don't like the way she's handling the U.S. economy at the moment, and I really don't think she should be in charge of the United States economy over there. Anyway, I think someone like Brad Garlinghouse is much better suited, to be honest with you. Just saying. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you to those 286 people watching at the moment and those 1,000+ people that have started to watch or have been watched. But anyway, live pump made XRP making a run. Yes, XRP will make a run, and I'm sure all these banking coins will as well. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I am going to watch the news and wait for any news updates coming out of Switzerland this evening, because it's going to be absolutely chaos. And let's have a look here, guys. 300 billion printed there. Anyway, I will speak to all of you tomorrow. Stay safe. Have a good night. And thank you very much for sticking around and tuning into the stream. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. Have a good night and go and have some orange juice. It's actually really good for you. I'm laying off the coffees tonight because I need to sleep. Anyway, peace out, guys. I will speak to everyone tomorrow, all right? Join the Patreon. Bullish stuff going on in there as well. My trading bots making those gains, all right? Peace out. Bye.